I just want to say, I hope, I really look forward to a second victory for Mr. Donald Trump, our president. He's doing a great job. Uh, it's really really tough. It's really tough. I mean, he's got a huge mess to clean up. The Democrats are just doing all kinds of evil stuff. I mean, the only decent person, the only decent Democrat is I'd say is Bernie Sanders. But other than that, I mean, don't look to Biden or Kamala Harris to be a second Obama. They're just not the same. Um, Nancy Pelosi, Kamala Harris, and so on and so forth. They're all tied into this see, this guy Mark Zuckerberg, and it's unfortunate. But I'm hoping actually I'm looking forward to a second one for Donald Trump. Um, I tend to be very picky uh, about choosing sides. I really like to do my research first, and from what I've experienced, what I've seen, uh, Donald Trump's definitely the guy that you want to have in office. Um, it's just a really big mess he's having to clean up, and it's unfair to blame him for any of this negativity that's going on. It's let's not forget that it was actually the Democrats who were the original slave drivers and slave owners, and then they did a publicity stunt to try to shake the stigma. But to this day, they are the main ones who are creating and controlling, so-called gangs and uh, terrorist organizations, and then got people like Kamala Harris talking about how they're going to prosecute these same people that they're putting their foot on their neck to do these things in the first place, basically tricking them, making them think that if they do these bad things, that it's gonna somehow uh, help them keep their job and their families, and so on and so forth. But I see. I mean, uh, I'm sure a lot of people see right through that. See, doing something wrong is not going to help you. So there, I just I wouldn't trust the Democrats at all. Um, like I said, Bernie Sanders, who's truly Green Party representative, is would be is the only decent person within the Democratic Party. You know, and within the Green Party, Howie Hawkins seems like a really good dude, and so on and so forth. But you know, uh, from what I've come to understand, like Kamala Harris, I guess she was uh, Willie Brown's side side chick, and then he started giving her jobs and making a bunch of money and stuff, and then she turned on him. She just started prosecuting people left and right, and the same people they're prosecuting, they're setting them up. They're putting them in these positions where they feel like they have to do wrong, and unless they're not going to be able to keep their jobs and their families, and so on and so forth. And that's why they're they're pushing for open borders and stuff, because they're pretending like the Democrats like to pretend like they're the good guys, and they actually care about people. And but I've been around so many different walks of life, and I grew up really rough. I understand the different dynamics and aspects of stuff, and I really think about stuff before I you know would uh, pick a side. And there's just people like Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, and then they've got these secret or not so secret uh, hands of support like Mark Zuckerberg, and they just, I mean, Facebook needs to be broken into different parts. They have way too much negative control on what goes on in daily life and politics, and it's like people should be in control of their own lives and not feel like this mafia threat from the Democratic Party and people like Mark Zuckerberg. So Facebook definitely needs to be regulated. Um, like I said, the only decent person I see in the Democratic Party is Bernie Sanders, and it's funny because they I had just barely started to think like, well, maybe I'm wrong, because I remember things being decent when Obama was in office and stuff like that. But I was like, I really thought about it, and I talked to different people, and I thought about the not only the history of these people, but what I see going on all the time in San Francisco, and it's crazy. I mean, it needs to stop. Um, it's just really bad. The Democrats are really bad. I mean, it's it's not good. And they've got these tech giants like Facebook, or social media giants, or whatever you want to call them, that are just like doing these horrible things. So I look forward to Trump winning again. It's just what a mess to have to clean up. What a mess. Uh, keep up the good work. Uh, keep up the good work, Mr. Trump. I really appreciate you, sir. Take care.